Dear children, we have discussed so many things. Sociological aspects of physical education. What is sociology? Definition of sociology. And games and sports as man's cultural heritage. And the countries and the contribution of the countries towards the development of physical education. And the development of the individual through games and sports. Now, the role of physical education in promoting national integration. India is a vast country. It is multiracial and multilingual country. It is a land of many communities, languages, religions, and sections. We usually hear unity and diversity about India. As a matter of fact, we differ with each other in many facts of life. People living in different states and territories sometimes raise their regional demands and cry for their fulfillment. So, the ugly head of regionalism is raised from time to time in India. Everybody is well aware regarding the problem of different states, and it is better if people start thinking in terms of nation rather than their reasons. So, problem creates many hindrances in the path of the development of our country. Hence, national integration is the major task before us. It is our foremost requirement of the hour. National integration is so much essential for us. Through the programs of physical education and sports, we can attain national integration up to some extent, if not completely. Through sports and games, we come closer and meet together to solve many problems. Friendship, brotherhood, helpfulness, tolerance, adjustment, honesty, and sincerity. It is we can develop in the field of games and sports. And games and sports teach us lesson of unity, because without unity it is hard to get success in the field of sports. At various situations in sports, we depend upon each other. We depend upon cooperation of our team players. In this way, we should follow the same in games and sports while dealing with the problem of disunity of the country. So, my dear children, sociological aspects is very important for us, and through the medium of games and sports, we can develop these qualities. And national integration, the motto of national integration can be succeed if we will be able to do it. And physical education is the only one where we can come together, meet together, and share together our problems and solve together our problems. So, we can proudly say that physical education is promoting national integration. Now, another most important thing, how physical education develops our personality. So, physical education and personality development. Physical education includes all forms of physical activities, games and sports, which promotes development of the body and mind. There are various dimensions or aspects of personality, such as physical development, mental development, social development, and emotional development already we have discussed earlier. All these all these aspects of personality are developed through the various programs of physical education. Here, the stress is laid on social aspect in the form of personal qualities. Through physical activities, including games and sports, our social development takes place. It means that the program of physical education inculcates various social qualities like cooperation, fellow feeling, team spirit, self confidence, obedience to rules, self control, sportsmanship, leadership, patience, attitude of accepting defeat, and moderation in victory. In fact, sports and games provide ample opportunities for the positive moral and social qualities. Children who participate in sports and games learn to show a real concern for each other, to cooperate and share, to make honest decisions, and to play by the rules. Playing sports without officials means that each child is responsible and must cooperate in following the rules. When children play together informally, their honesty and sense of fair play are tested continually. The qualities such as sympathetic attitude, helpfulness, tolerance, patience, team spirit, and unity, etc., are not innate or inborn traits. In fact, these personal qualities are the product of your environment. The programs of physical education, example, games and sports provide a healthy environment for promoting these qualities among the children. To acquire these personal qualities is not a bed of roses. It requires enough time. It requires enough time and dedication towards sports and games. The following personal qualities or traits are usually promoted through the programs of physical education. Development of attitudes. Attitude is our mental and physical state through which our life is affected. If we are having an interest and have it for prolonged period, it becomes our attitude. It may be called the last stage of interest. There are various types of attitudes, such as religious attitudes, attitude to win, attitude towards exercise, attitude towards physical fitness, attitude towards discipline, and sympathetic attitude. Here, our concern is about sympathetic attitude and attitude to win. So, when an opponent meets an accident during the match, he may get serious injuries. At this juncture, every player of his team and opponent's team has sympathetic attitude towards the injured player. This type of feeling comes to every player spontaneously. So, my dear children, through physical education, an individual can develop this attitude. Helpfulness is another major personal quality which is developed during matches. There may be a situation when two opponents hit with one another during struggle. One player falls spontaneously, another player who made him fall helps him immediately. If someone fails, another player or hits one opponent knowingly, then the case is quite different. At such time, the player will not offer any help to another player. So it depends upon the circumstances that were preventing at that time. Patience. Patience is must at the playfield. In fact, patience plays an important role in the field of games and sports. Many situations arise during the game when one has to keep patience. When an umpire gives a wrong decision during the match, the opponent players know about the wrong act of umpire, but even then they bear it because they have high regards as well as respect for the umpire. They know the fact that losing passions means losing the concentration, and losing the concentration means losing the game. Therefore, they try to have passions. Tolerance depends upon passions. If a player does not have passions, he cannot tolerate the wrong decision of an umpire or misbehavior or wrong gestures. Although in the field of sports and games, every player tries to tolerate such situation. Sometimes it becomes impossible to tolerate beyond limits. But if an individual or any player, he will tolerate, he will learn the act of tolerance, then it will be very much helpful to win the game, to get success. And it is a very good quality through physical education we can earn. Team spirit, it is the most important action, quality that an individual should develop. In various team games, the team spirit is very essential. As a matter of games and sports, it is impossible to think about winning the game if there is no team spirit. So, no team member wants that their team should lose any game. So all the team members, if they will come together, love together each other, respect each others, and they will plan together, then their team spirit will be developed, and at the time of game they can use it and they can win it also. Friendship, there are a number of programs of physical education where many opportunities to develop friendship among the participants. From different sections, individuals come together and meet together. But when they come together and meet together, they become friends. They can share each other's. And in friendship is only a very good quality by which the team spirit can be developed. And they have to abide the rules and regulations of the game, by which sportsman spirit also will be developed. So, friendship is another one important qualities which can be developed through the medium of physical education. Discipline, it is the foremost quality of an individual. The various programs of physical education provide various opportunities in creating discipline among sportspersons. If it is well known fact that discipline is indispensable in the field of games and sports. Through the means of games and sports persons learn to obey the rules and regulations of sports. And sportsperson have to follow all these rules. There is a penalty for violation. They have to abide by the judgment of the referee. Physical education producing disciplined citizens. Self-confidence and self-esteem. Physical education instills a stronger sense of self-confidence and self-esteem in sports persons. Through participation in different games of sports, physical education creates more confidence, assertive and independent and control. And it is very essential for all sports persons. Unity, the players of a team belong to different castes, creed, and religion, but they play together and forget the difference and follow the path of unification. So, unity is strength. We have learned and we know that united we stand and divided we fall. As a matter of fact, the team unite themselves when they become a member of one team. So, my dear children, all of you can understand that the development of attitude, helpfulness, tolerance, patience, team spirit, unity, etc. are promoted in the programs of physical education. So all of you go through this one, and I think you can clearly understand that physical education promotes the personality development also. Thank you very much.